Hello, this is Darwalk and welcome to the first video in a series that I'll be doing on Shovel Knight. I'm going to try and get the Platinum Trophy starting from 0% and seeing how far I can get. So this game came out 10 years ago now. This is its 10th anniversary year, 2024, and as such I don't expect it's new to many people. It's not even new to me actually. I did play it once before on another account, but I never went for any trophies or looked for secrets or anything. So this is a new experience and it's been a while, so I'm kind of rusty. I'm approaching this in a little bit of a backwards manner because I'm starting with some trophy cleanup. Basically there's going to be a lot of repetition involved in getting the platinum. So rather than show the first play of the early stages, which will be quite vanilla and boring, I'm going to rush through all of that, grab as many trophies as I can on the first play, get the game completed, and then when we get to New Game Plus is when I'll start showing more detail. So this video is going to be really edited highlights of my attempts to get the trophies in the early stages. If you are new to the game and you want to see more, you can come back at a later date and I'll have more detail, but for now it's just going to be the trophy collection. Shovel Knight actually has its own internal list of challenges called feats that we're looking at right here. They are linked to the trophies. So I think every trophy is a feat, but not every feat is a trophy. So there are some things that I'm not going to show, but they'll get highlighted in that list. There's also these three other characters here that have their own individual feats, and they are not required for platinum, but they do contribute to your completion percentage. So I'm not going to worry about them yet. That's for later on. Alright, first stage of the game, and I have no plan whatsoever. I did look at the trophy list, but I didn't think which ones I'm going to do, which ones I have to do where, or anything like that. So I remembered that there's one called Shovel Economy that you get if you swing your shovel less than 20 times. Swinging your shovel means using your attack button. So instead of attacking, I'm doing the drop attack. And then because it's the first level, I thought there's a good chance of getting through this without dying too, so maybe I'll get that at the same time. As it turned out, I was nowhere near good enough to do that, and without using the attack button was a lot more difficult to get around, and I took many hits on the way. As you can see, my life is down to one circle, which is 2 points of damage, and the boss finished me off very quick. But I could still get Shovel Economy if I managed to avoid using my attack button. So there we go, we're off the ground with our very first trophy for Shovel Economy. Right, the map opened up, revealed the village, so we headed over there next. This is kind of a hub, you can upgrade your abilities, do things like that. And there's a few things to do in here which also land you trophies. So the first of those that I found was down in the basement. That's where we're gonna go. Despite the number of bottles that I managed to miss, I got that on the first try, so that's my second trophy done. So while here in the village, I remembered to buy some items, which included an empty chalice, and I was told to take that to the trout pond. And on the way, I remembered you could bounce on this hoop, and that was trophy number 3. And that's trophy number 4. So while I was watching that little dance, I was thinking about what to do next, and I remembered that there is one trophy linked to defeating the Black Knight in stage 1. You have to hit him with his own reflected fireball, so I had to go back there anyway. And as that was where I was heading, I thought this is my chance to try and get through the whole stage without dying. It's a lot easier when you can use your shovel attack, so I got to the boss with all my health this time. So in a truly shocking performance, I managed to go from full health down to having only one piece of health remaining, but I still managed to stay alive and get both of the trophies I was aiming for. So very happy to have that done. On to Pridemore Keep next, for no real reason, still didn't have a plan. I was thinking somewhere I need to use the Chaos Sphere to hit 5 enemies in 5 seconds, and other than that I just need to kill one of the main bosses without taking any damage. So when I saw this checkpoint, I remembered about the trophy for smashing all the checkpoints in a single stage, as well as smashing all the checkpoints in the game. So I decided might as well do that first one right now. So I set about smashing all the checkpoints. Absolutely classic move, walking into some spiked pits and going right back to the start. But, you know, I decided to do this, so I'm going to keep going and keep smashing the checkpoints. So looking at this screen is when I realized I was doing things in a pretty silly way, because I hadn't collected all the items yet, and I had to take risks to get all the items, and taking risks with no checkpoints, not very smart. So better to have a plan, I think, rather than just doing things the way I have been doing it. So having to go all the way back to the start again, and then making it to this last checkpoint in the level, made me think very carefully about what I was going to do next, because I wanted to also try and get the trophy for not taking any damage in the boss fight, but that would require practice and retries, and if there's no checkpoint here, I'll have to do the whole level every single time. So I was thinking, which trophy do I really want to try and get here? And instead of going for the guaranteed one right in front of me, I turned around and went for the boss. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I was too into it or something, but I forgot that I should have retried, and I just killed him on the first try. So I didn't get either of the two trophies, and the whole thing was a bit of a pointless endeavor, really. So I was still taking the same approach when I went to Spectre Knight stage, looking for somewhere to use the Chaos Sphere. Could only find groups of 4 enemies. Other than that, I wasn't going to smash any checkpoints this time, but I didn't really have any goal other than the same one as last time, which is to get through the boss without taking damage. And this relic that I found right here is going to help massively with that, because it prevents you taking damage for a short time. All the relics have trophies associated with them, so in Pridemore Keep I also picked up the Flare Wand, and that needs to be used from a long distance, so that's another trophy on my list, but I don't think I'm going to get it on this stage. So the first try was awful, but I was learning what attacks he can do, mostly by running into them. And on the second try, I was doing okay until this mistake here, but I'd already got him down really low before I took any damage. So this looks like a good boss to go for the no damage trophy. As long as I remember to restart, I think I'll be able to get it. So we got it, but just for clarification, this is the untouched trophy, which is for not getting hit in a boss fight. There is another trophy called no damage, which requires you to do a whole stage plus boss fight. So that's the harder one, and I haven't done that yet. But we did unlock the next part of the map. So after a short stop at the village to spend some of the cash and upgrade my health, I came back to Spectre Knight stage. I was looking to get the trophy for not collecting any treasure. Pridemore Keep didn't seem like the best place to do that because sometimes in that stage when you jump, there's gems hidden behind flags that you can't avoid. So here I didn't remember seeing anything like that, so all I had to do was avoid temptation to jump up and pick up those diamonds, and when I killed an enemy, I had to make sure I waited until the gems that it dropped would disappear. So it just required a bit of patience, and didn't think it would be an issue. I couldn't quite believe my luck here as I fell down a hole in the floor full of diamonds and missed every single one, but I wasn't so lucky on the next screen because the path forward does mean picking up those 2 diamonds and there's no way around it. So this was not a good place to try and get that trophy, and I was realizing that I needed to do some research for sure. I couldn't just wing it. It wasn't going to work, so that's where I called it a day. I was a bit miffed at having wasted all the time, but it's entirely my fault, so nothing to say about that really. Right, so this is the next day and I've done my homework. So first thing I'm going to do is head back to the very first stage where there's 3 trophies I'm looking to get. That includes the one for using the flare wand from a long distance, one for not eating any food, and also for getting through the whole stage and boss without taking any damage. So I just got 2 out of the 3 trophies I was looking to get. I got the flare wand one and the one for not eating any food, but the boss hit me once, so I didn't get the no damage. And a second try ended the same way. So, new plan, I went back to see the Troupple King. So the 2 potions plus phase locket made that really trivial. I could have even done it faster, but I kept running away from him for some reason. But never mind, it's done. So my next stop was supposed to be Pridemore Keep, however this bonus stage had appeared in its place, so I had to run through this first. Came out of here with just under 10,000 gold, and my next plan is to get the trophy for not collecting any gold, so I didn't want to come here with all of that, because if I drop it I can't pick it up again. So I spent it first and then came here. First mistake, a coin dropped out of the block that I destroyed, so that's a restart. Second mistake, jumped over an enemy and picked up a gem hidden behind a flag. So again, back to the start. Third mistake was an accidental pickup after I killed an enemy, so instead of killing I decided to use the phase locket more, so I went back to see the Tribal King and get some magic refills. So this is obviously the perfect place to get the Chaos Sphere trophy too. But it didn't matter if I took any hits, I just had to make sure that I killed them all at once and didn't pick up any of the treasure. And this part coming up messed me up again because I fell and dropped a coin bag, and on the way back through, that coin bag was in the way and I couldn't avoid it. Right there. So I had to restart. And what I did was I went back to see the Tribal King, because invincibility potion will help me get through that section. Gotta say, I wasn't finding it funny anymore. That was just one too many restarts, but we had to restart again. such a relief to get that one finally. I think that was the hardest of them all, to be honest. But we're done for the first part. In the next session, I'm going to move on to the second part of the map and see what we can find there. So just having a look at the feats, we're at 16 of 45, so about a third of the way through for Shovel Knight, and it's only 11 trophies out of those 16 feats. But pretty good for a first couple of sessions, I think. So I'll be getting back to the game soon, looking at the next part of the map and seeing what we can get there. I've also managed to capture some multiplayer footage because my son saw me playing this and asked if he could play it with me. So there's a video on that if you want to check it out. And I will just leave you with the trophy videos from when they popped on the PlayStation. So thank you for watching and catch you very soon.